Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to tell you today about the AIDS crisis in South Africa, the HIV/AIDS crisis. And right now, AIDS is rampant in South Africa. It's affecting 7 million people. But they also have the world's largest antiviral drug program. They manufacture quite a few anti-HIV drugs, and that has kept about 4 million people alive because of that. So I'm happy about that. But right now, the government's not doing enough to raise awareness on the AIDS situation. There are plenty of young South African people that don't know enough about AIDS, and they need to be, they need to understand more about AIDS, and that's becoming a problem. The government's not putting enough funding into HIV awareness for young South Africans. And VOA News reported this, and it's particularly affecting girls between 15 and 24, which is tragic. This is just reporting what the article says, but many young girls will have an older partner that's about twice their age, sometimes more than that, because usually these older guys will have a job, and South Africa is facing a huge unemployment crisis, particularly unemployment amongst young people. And in exchange for sexual favors, these guys will provide them food, provide these girls food and clothing, medicine for other things. But the problem is HIV has spread because of that, and that needs to stop. And I believe these relations need to stop. It's not a love relationship, it's a lust relationship. But the reason that I'm not judging that is because South Africa is in such a severe economic crisis right now. Particularly as young people are having trouble finding jobs. You know, many of them are graduating university, they're having trouble finding jobs. I can't judge that situation. Wish it didn't happen, but I can't place heavy judgment on that. But I still wish it wouldn't happen. That I can say. So, and President Zuma is a lot to blame for this because he had intercourse with a woman who he knew was HIV positive, which is not an example a president needs to be setting for a country, president of any nation. And then he said, but I took a shower afterwards, so it cured me. No. That it does not work that way. And the problem is when many people do not have an education to begin with, and the primary and secondary school in South Africa right now, that education system is basically broken into one of the worst in the world. When people have that kind of education, they are going to believe what the president says, and they're not going to think critically. They're capable of it, but they don't know they're capable of it because of the bad primary and secondary schooling education that they've had. So there needs to be more raising awareness of this subject. So, God bless South Africa, and keep praying for them. Anyways, hope everyone's doing well. Take care. God bless them. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.